4 months have passed within the business end of the domestic seasons. And halfway through the Champions League, the knockout stages commence with Kovacic still top of the goal scoring tally. Knockout football begins now. We touch down in Italy. A fearless Fiorentina hosts Atletico Madrid. The Violets are violated Bayern Munich and Lyon back-to-back to land their spot in the knockout stages. Atletico Madrid came from behind against Marseille to meet them at this point. Diego Forlan making a beeline for the Fiorentina goal. There's light at the end of the tunnel as Diego Forlan, Sebastian Frey is taking the bait. And Atletico Madrid have a goal away from home. And as I'm sure you all know, an away goal is an away goal. Atletico Madrid have double the advantage. They have the lead. And they have the handicap of the aggregate scoreline. Melo lobbing a ball in and Gregory Krupe panics. Almiron tucks one in and that's shut down at the near post. And by some kind of black magic, he keeps the ball in. Here's a second attempt and it's nicked at the near post. Fiorentina have reset the scoreline. And it's Daniele. It's a genius little assist from Roberto Gilardino. Had every right to headbutt that on goal himself, but he sets up Daniele in emphatic fashion. Melo, Gilardino, Pasquale into the mixer. Melo trying to strike down for the heavens. And taking advantage of the short stature of Gregory Krupe, he's tipped it over in desperation. Asensio squares it at the angle towards Diego Forlan. He's passed it to the keeper. Montalivo releases Gilardino and he's took it too late. Jovetic turns, open up, sees Mutu making a very arousing move. Adrian Mutu shunned at the last possible second. Saitoridis with a tackle of his life and a great fingertip save from Coupe. Manish gets his way around the midfielder, swings the hammer towards Fry, who stings his hands. Last chance of the first half. Manish, not the cleanest cross in. Aguero plays hot potato with the ball. Diego Forlan drills the nail into the wall. Atletico Madrid has just watched the Artemio Franchi Stadium fall. Back in front where they belonged all along. Aguero makes sense of the sloppy cross and Diego Forlan exclamates it. Mutu, strong header, good catch. Corner kick swept away. Melo beats Rodriguez to it. Jovetic, makes the keeper work. Lands in the lap of Gilardino. Only has one job to do and he took too long to do it. It's the second time this game has been latent with Gilardino. It's a compromising position for Fiorentina as Aguero holds it up for Diego Forlan. Will he return it? The receipt from Aguero. Ooh. That one could have been their ticket to freedom. An easy second leg, almost awaited. Fiorentina 1, Atletico 2. It's the first domestic derby of the knockout stages. Juventus are keen to play another Champions League final in Rome, just as they did in 1996, but the tenants stand in the way of the old Ley Day. Perotta gliding into Juventus's back door. The cross misses everybody. John Arisa to reignite the danger for Juventus. Totti! He's the harbinger of early goals, just as he did against Chelsea. It's a primitive knockdown for Juventus early in the tie. Of all the players on the pitch who afford too much space to, can't be the Italian golden boy, that's for sure. Camorianese coked up. Oh, Totti tried to recreate the poetic lob against Petr Cech, but he was too hasty with that one. Trezeguet, give and go. David Trezeguet doing the rest, making the piercing run. Trezeguet! Too far away from the ball to make any meaningful contact. Totti. Oh, Leslie says F-U-C-K-I-T, why not? Nedved, the delivery has to be crucial. Juventus has been left puzzled by the presentation of Roma here. He's looking good for Totti. Let's say Buffon given a taste of Totti. Porta, Totti on the right. Oh! Buffon has just sucked on a pair of Tottis. Oh, you filthy Italian. A delightful double from Francesco Totti. Francesco Totti giving the gift of great goals in the Champions League. The elegance of this, it comes out of nothing. Pizarro squares it to De Rossi. It swerves just as Juventus' night couldn't get any worse. 10 minutes into the second half, this would have been the last thing they needed from the visitors. Nedved trying to transform his solo effort into a goal, only to be blocked by Donny. Roma literally have their leader to thank for this 2-goal advantage. It's Juventus 0, Roma 2. The underdogs of Athens, Olympiacos, has already hosted one London club here in the stadium. And might I add, Olympiacos are unbeaten in this campaign. There is no such thing as an easy game for the Gunners in the Champions League. It's open season for Danielson. Deja vu of his goal against Dynamo Kiev. Kovacevic to Belushi. He's going to take it away all by himself now. Too far away for Novakovic to link up. With a strong save from Almunia. Here comes Theo Walcott now. Arsenal on the attack. It's across the face of goal. Nobody sticks their neck out. Nasri to Clichy. They're waiting for the cross. Van Persie. Oh, what a nice conversion from Robin Van Persie. Arsenal are in the lead against Olympiacos. And they have the added bonus of an away goal. It's Robin Van Persie's first in this competition. He's been waiting 3 games for this one. Corner kick shut down at the near post. Olympiacos will go again. It's a deep one in and Dudu is connected. And we're back to square one. It was literally like a loot box dropped into the 6-yard area. And Dudu's the first to claim it before Arsenal can even react. Clichy. He's set Adebayor free. Adebayor's got the legs to capitalise. And Nicopolidis is out there with a fantastic double save. The bravery of the Greek goalkeeper. 2 defenders watching over him like guardian angels just in case. Walcott slamming on the brakes. Passes Jurjevic. Danielson. Adebayor holding up the earth. Van Persie gives it back to Emmanuel Adebayor. And he's all alone. The support is taking too long. Oh. Another defiant save from Nicopolidis. Adebayor. Nasri continues and Emmanuel reads him like a book. Here's Nasri. Nasri hits the post and there's an open goal. Oh my goodness, Nicopolidis. Surely the goalkeeper of the tournament. There's a fountain of youth somewhere in Athens and Nicopolidis knows the exact location. Gets as far as Fabregas. Nasri. Nasri! That was a bullet, albeit a blank. Olympiacos' Champions League odyssey continues. Thanks to the man between the sticks, it's Olympiacos 1, Arsenal 1. You could say Inter Milan inserted their powerful parts into Panathinaikos' passageway in the previous game in Athens. Inter Milan, of course, the heavy favourites, host a very humble Basel. Adriano, practically a training ground strike. Chipperfield. Zanetti gets that one wrong. Here's Chipperfield, swings it in. Oh, it's gone in! Marco Strella! He is the danger man, if anybody. It's gonna be a headache for Inter Milan, it's this man. Marco Strella, the stringy strong man, has just spat out his spaghetti at Inter Milan's dinner table. Inter Milan looking very shaken up. Ibrahimovic receives the pass from Adriano, and it's a good save from Costanza. Adriano playing a makeshift winger. Vieira knocks it back into Ibrahimovic. Good improvisation, even better reflexes. Cambiasso, it's unlike him to lose his cool. It's Jasula. Punched out for a corner by Julio Cesar. Adriano to Quaresma. Oh, it's into the middle to Ibrahimovic. And he is stuck under the foot of Costanza. Zlatan. Adriano alone. Oh, Adriano pulls it wide. The duo, otherwise known as Ibra Arno, aren't quite clicking tonight. Adriano showcasing his power was always going to be the winner there. Adriano all alone now. Adriano can't even hit the target. Zanetti had Mancini in mind. Never mind. Mancini splattered against the chest of Costanza. Time is running out for Inter Milan to save face. Adriano. Oh, they got a stubborn goalkeeper between the sticks. Swung in. Ibrahimovic. Inter Milan have drawn level. Spares their blushes by the Swede. The Scandinavian Sandman keeps Inter Milan's dreams alive. An excellent delivery, but everybody in the dog knows that Ibrahimovic is an absolute bugger to deal with in the air. Quaresma cuts inside and swings the ball in to Adriano. The bicycle kick. No. Inter Milan lumping it forward. Adriano. Oh, bazooka! Oh, how we've waited all season to see something like that for that man, the Emperor, Adriano, a Brazilian bazooka, an Adriatonic bomb, a Bikini Atoll, Ibra Arno have both delivered at the Giuseppe Meazza. But that is a treat for the ultras of Inter. A dramatic late comeback from Inter Milan. They are halfway there. It's Inter Milan 2. FC Basel 1. European nights are a Merseyside delight. Liverpool already buried one half of Madrid at the Red Cauldron, but the Galacticos may need a bigger grave. It's an all-star affair here at Anfield. Gerrard successfully gets it over the wall, plucked out the sky by Iker Casillas. Opportunity here for Madrid. Robin squares it to Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy, of course, no stranger to Merseyside. Liverpool can break. And it starts with Pennant. The give and go. Gerrard tracking around and Jermaine Pennant completes it. Robbie Keane squares it to Fernando Torres. Only one job to do. And Liverpool take the lead. And that marks the second Madrid side Fernando Torres has scored against in this competition. Real Madrid's defence caught out uncharacteristically. Brilliant counter-attack from Liverpool. Raul, great footwork. Twinkling through Liverpool's solid back four. Oh, Schneider! Real Madrid have wasted no time in sending a reply. Literally less than a minute. And Real Madrid have cancelled out Liverpool's lead. And then some, they have the away goal. Poor defending at both ends. They practically let Schneider stroll through the back line. Robin squares it to his countryman Van Nistelrooy. Doesn't quite put his foot through it, but it's enough to skid off the palms of Reina. Goal! Ian Robin has turned it around for Real Madrid. And now Anfield has been stunned into silence. It's a soft goal to concede. The keeper really should be dealing with anything that comes into that 6-yard area. Real Madrid are relentless. Robin snaps one at the keeper. And Heinz says keeping the pressure on. 1 minute of added time. Hanse gets the ball in, and there's Raul! The Spanish prince has just dug a massive grave for Liverpool. Ever since conceding the second goal, Liverpool have been trying to keep their heads above the water, but Real Madrid have kept pushing them back below the surface. An advance from Gerrard, taking matters into his own hands. Good save in the near post from Ika. Credit where it's due. It's going to be hard to grip these balls. It's slick, it's wet. Authoritative tackle from Van der Vaart. Kept alive by Robben. Liverpool dominated throughout the group stages, but they've met a different class in Real Madrid. They can't figure out a way to escape their own half. And Raul in precarious position. Van Nistelrooy provides the exclamation mark to a fantastic sentence from Real Madrid. They formed a brilliant team goal. Around 8 passes in total, I counted. Van der Vaart won the ball back on the left-hand side, made his way to the other side of the pitch without leaving the ground. Here comes Keane. Consolation for Keane, perhaps. Oh! It'll be up to Liverpool to summon the strength of Istanbul as they travel to Madrid. It's Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 4. And now the two dark horses in the Champions League come face to face. Porto, the two-time European champions, very nearly made it a third in our Champions League playthrough on the channel. Back on PES 5, face a very talented Werder Bremen side who has scored the least goals of any last 16 team. Lucho Gonzalez dazzling his way in. Alessandro Lopez has literally had it on a plate. Perfect start for Porto. At the Estadio de Dragão. It's taken just over 10 minutes for the Dragons to breathe fire into this game. Converted off the weak foot too, not bad at all. Good pass from Frings. Diego leans back and flicks it in. What a goal from Diego. There are players in the game that only need literally a fraction of a second, half a chance, and Diego falls into that category. Look at this, it's like a basketball shot, doesn't need to move at all. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Porto have a corner, shut down, knocked down to Benitez. That's a splendid pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez should be making the keeper work from there though. Diego, Pizarro in possession, it's still Pizarro. Oh, kisses the crossbar. Morelos to Hulk, who generates so much power from standing. A deep ball in, and it's landed to Alessandro Lopez, who takes raw advantage of shambolic defending from Werder. It's a brace for lethal Alessandro Lopez. It's a great poacher's goal from Alessandro, but where on earth, where in Portugal was Werder Bremen's defence? That's an ambitious pass to Almeida. Would have been poetry if he could score against his former club. Thanks to Alessandro Lopez, it's Porto 2, Werder 1. Celtic have gone from the theatre of dreams in Manchester United in Group E to here, the cathedral of concern. It's the Camp Nou for the most valiant fight of their lives against the heavy favourites of the Champions League, the high-scoring Barcelona. Thierry Henry will keep this alive by his time, cuts inside. Oh! Here's Hinkle. Samaras! Left wide open. That's all it takes for Barcelona to go a goal down onto Celtic. Edzo, surrounded by options, spoiled by choice. Iniesta into the middle. Henry surely has one job to do, and he forgets how to do it. Takes too long, and there's a dive of desperation from Boric. Oh, and Scott Brown has just squashed Xavi. And it's a counter that everybody can see coming. Samaras, surely. Samaras takes it around Valdez. And he squanders the chance of a lifetime. Everybody's wondering how Barcelona went 45 minutes without scoring against Celtic. Well, they've redeemed themselves there. It's an own goal. Or maybe not. Maybe it's been given to Lionel Messi. And that'll spare the defender the embarrassment. And Leo Messi is hardly going to reject a fourth goal to his name. It's a good pass from Eto. And Leo Messi gets a little bit of fortune and comes off the shin of Gary Caldwell. Nakamura, he's been dying to cut inside on that left foot all game. Look at the way Barcelona are surging forward in numbers. And Eto does it all by himself anyway. It's taken an hour, much longer than anybody expected Celtic to last, but Barcelona finally have a cushion against Celtic. It's goal number 4 for the Cameroonian king. He is in flirtatious form. Lined up for McGeady. Strong hands from Victor Valdez. Iniesta knocks it back into play. And Celtic are caught out here. Here comes Bobo Balde. He's gone. Oh, and if it wasn't for Artur Boruc, Celtic would be dead and buried. Yaya Toure coming with a purpose, and it's tipped over by the keeper. 4 minutes left, and Xavi makes it a third. Barcelona are going to have an easy night in Glasgow, that's for sure. It's a pinger from Xavi. Celtic can't catch a break, haven't touched the ball for the majority of this second half. Thierry Henry carrying it forward for Barcelona. They're like cyborgs, they are not tired. And Samuel Eto'o scores the fourth. The fourth that makes Celtic consider forfeit. That takes Eto'o's tally up to 5 goals. Incredible. Celtic have been slaughtered at the Nou Camp. It's Barcelona 4, Celtic 0. So we go from the aforementioned cathedral of concern to the theatre of dreams. We have arguably saved the best for last. The European champions Manchester United continue the second half of their defence of the European Championship against an adventurous Olympique Lyonnais side. Benzema pulling Ferdinand and Vidic out of position. Into the middle, Takada Keita. There it is. Lyon have the lead at Old Trafford. And it's come much earlier than expected. Lyon are tough, and this is the last thing Manchester United needed, was to be a goal down. Rooney just waiting for Cristiano to have his back. And he slides it under Hugo Lloris like a note under a door that simply says the letters CR7. And it's just like any other game up north. It's a lead cancelled out by a very, very quick reply. 2 goals in 15 minutes. We have a long way to go yet. Toulalan nominates himself to come forward. Hits Scholes in the face. And it's Govou on the turn. Good catch from Van der Sar. United looking a bit startled by Lyon on the flanks. It's never crossed in. Now Benzema. Here's Toulalan versus Scholes. Benzema the target, shut down. Juninho fix it in again. Benzema. Oh, the persistence pays off. The resilience of Lyon has been rewarded with a second goal in his kid Karim Benzema, who, as we know, has aroused the interest of Manchester United. They followed him closely. Juninho with the delivery. It's off the bar, and Benzema bundles it in for the brace. What is happening to Manchester United? Karim Benzema is giving the European champions a front row seat at his potential. The best team in Europe is providing the worst defensive display in Europe. Carrick. Rooney's through. Lloris stands his ground, but he can't cope with a follow-up from Dimitar Berbatov. Manchester United have a lifeline. They've pulled one back. It's game on here at Old Trafford. They've reduced the deficit just in time before the break. And that will be a 4th goal for Dimitar Berbatov. Chris has gave it away to Berbatov. Rooney. Manchester United could restart the scoreline just before half-time. Oh no! What the hell happened there? Carrick. Park Ji-sung. Neville. Director Carrick, who couldn't provide an effective cross with his position. Ronaldo. Rooney down the line. Good save from Lloris. Park powering forward with Berbatov to his left. And he slowed down a little, giving Lyon a chance to recuperate. Park into the middle. Berbatov. Rooney. It comes off of Lloris. And it doesn't matter how, it just matters that United are back to square one. And the European champions have resumed their fighting chance of defending their title. It's not the end of the world for Lyon. They still have 3 away goals. Juninho. Benzema has to go it all alone, but it doesn't mean they can't. Benzema nearly gets a hat-trick. Well, it's a thrilling game at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 3, Olympique Lyon 3. Well, the first leg of the round of 16 ends with goals in every single game. Some thrilling encounters in the Champions League. Diego Forlan and Samuel Eto'o have climbed to the top of the goal-scoring charts with 5 goals each. Thank you for watching. The second leg will come midweek. Let me know your predictions. Who will turn it around? Who will save their club in the midweek replay? I hope you are all safe and well wherever you are in the world. And I will see you soon for more Retro PES.